Robbie, just get your assessment of that one if you can.
Wasn't pretty. Port Vale, first and foremost, are a good team. I like them. You know, they've got some really good experience across the pitch. They've got a real physicality, which I like as well. And truth be told, they're a better team tonight. We've probably nicked a point when we didn't deserve to. Saying that, we've drawn lots of games which we should have won. So we'll take the positive in that. But yeah, I always say to the players, and it's the same at any level really, if you win your individual battles and you get minimum of 7 or 8 doing that, gives you a really good chance to win the game. We didn't tonight, Port Vale did, and they'll feel very aggrieved that they haven't took the 3 points, but as one of my old managers used to tell me, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
As you say, it's a bit of a strange feeling, isn't it? Because given the performance, he perhaps didn't deserve to get the point in the end, but we have managed it.
Well, performances, you can judge them by many things. Technically, we're way off the level, but you saw the second half at Scunthorpe, we were fantastic. The pitch didn't help, I would say that, and it's not an excuse. It's not in great nick, but you have to deal with that. So, with that in mind, yeah, we can be better technically, we can be better tactically from us. I have to say, they stayed in the game. They stayed in the game, and you always feel that as the whole team you'll get a chance at some point, and it was a really good goal, it was a great finish. So probably not what we deserved on the balance of play, I'll accept that, but I've been sat here many times with you guys and been on the receiving end of something like Port Vale tonight, so you know, we'll take it and we'll move on.
Can you sort of sense a bit of the luck changing, if you like, in that regard, maybe?
I think you sometimes make your own luck with your hard work and endeavour. You can't win too many games on luck. We're not going to try and rely on that. No, nobody would. But like I say, we know we weren't up to our levels tonight against a really good team, but we got out of it with a draw. And you know, if we win on Saturday, I think that's quite a satisfactory week.
Can you sort of put a finger on why we weren't quite at the level that we can be tonight?
Well, again, I felt we started a little bit shaky for the first 10 minutes, passes going astray. Then actually I thought it was quite an even first half, and sometimes, you know, the goals change momentum of the games, the team talk and the atmosphere changes just on half time. They're conceding as we do. So it's a rubbish time to concede, because what you've got in your mind to say to the players, what the players are going to come in and feel like has changed like that, and you've got to try and turn that around quickly. You know, we tried to make some positive substitutions, but it was just one of those nights where our passing wasn't great, our decision making was pretty average to tell the truth. But again, for all that, the boys have fought, they've battled, they've stuck at it and got a point out of a really good team. We've took 4 points off Port Vale this year. So it shows that we can compete, but we need to be better.
We spoke about the character in the last 2 games previous as well, Harrogate and Scunthorpe, and again tonight, you know, staying in it. You mentioned that there's a lot to be said for that, isn't there?
Definitely, because I think at times this season we'd have potentially lost all those games, and we're not at the minute. So that is obviously something we'll take away and be pleased with. But I don't want to kid people on. We're not happy with how we played. So that being said, the point is probably something that we didn't deserve, but we'll take. Thank you very much, and go on to Saturday's game.
James Ball got his second goal for the club as well. Is he sort of bringing to the table what you wanted him to bring when you brought him in?
Yeah, in terms of James, we knew he was a goal scoring threat. He could actually play any position through the middle of the pitch. He played centre back a lot for Solihull. So yeah, he times his runs, he gets beyond front men. I thought Tavon was very good tonight on limited service, but he kept battling. You know, we need to get a better service into him, because you can see when the ball is at his feet, he's got something about him. And I actually thought Tav and Jalen were probably our 2 best players. Max Taylor did well as well.
Just looking ahead now to Saturday, it is 3 unbeaten now as well. Does that give us something to sort of a foothold to kick on now into going into Saturday's game?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of these things, and you get asked in the press about runs, and we genuinely just look to the next game. Obviously we reflect on tonight like we always do, and we'll pick a team that we think can win the game on Saturday, and one thing's for sure, we'll have to play better.
Thank you.
They say there's good draws and bad draws. Where do you think that one?
It's an excellent draw.
Yeah.
That's above a good draw because, like you say, we didn't play well. But I'll reiterate, I've sat here and been on receiving end of some bad draws with games we should have won out of sight. So we'll take that. I have to say, and this is probably something I've forgotten. 100% it's a foul on Tavon in the first half. I've seen it back. It's 100% a foul. He's through on goal. There'd been probably a red card because it was just outside the box, I think, so it wasn't a penalty. And the excuse the referee's given me just doesn't weigh up, so that could change the game. I'd never hide behind that for our performance. That's down to us, but I've seen it back. I don't see how he doesn't give it because it's clear for me.
He did seem to be getting the rough end of quite a few decisions first off. Obviously that one where he went through and was bundled over, but also there was a tug on his shirt on the edge of the box.
Yeah,
like
well, I got told that he was tugging the other player's shirt first. Didn't see that either. But the big moment is when he's through on goal. He's goal-sided the defender, and I'm getting told that he's going down before the contact's being made. He's a goal scorer. He wants to score goals. That's not going to happen.
How frustrated were you with the goal you conceded? Not just the timing of it, but obviously from a set piece as well.
Of course, yeah. They're a big team, Port Vale. But yeah, it's something I've just seen again. We don't quite get our setup right, and those critical moments of games just before and after half time is something that we need to improve on because although we scored quite quickly at half time at Scunthorpe, the game before that Harrogate was a goal just after half time. So yeah, we need to improve on it.
And the fight back against Scunthorpe, going right till the final whistle here, there's some spirit there, isn't there, which is always encouraging.
Spirit and abundance really. Like I say, we're inconsistent with our play at the moment. I think if you look at our game at Scunthorpe, first half was a little bit like that, I guess. Second half was superb. So you think, can we do that again? We didn't tonight against a very good team. I've got to say, I like Port Vale. But yeah, we'll take the point, knowing that we haven't played very well, and move on to Saturday.
And how do you iron out those inconsistencies?
It's work on the training pitch. It's consistency in the way that we train, and ultimately it's down to the players to find that level because they can't be constantly either a 7, 8, 9 out of 10 and then drop down to a 5. They need to make sure that their bad performances are around the 7s. So that's what we keep working on. Listen, they're a very honest group, and like I say, I'm sat here almost as though we got beat. We haven't. We scored a last-minute equaliser against a very good team, so we should be pleased with that. Of course, we know we can play better.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you next. Is what is the mood like after something like that? Is it like a win because you've scored late, or is it frustration because of the overall performance?
Bit of both. Truth be told, I think there's positives to take out of everything. There's positives that they stayed in the game. There's positives that when there was a couple of blocks to be made or the keeper made a save, that they did it and they stayed in the game because you're guaranteed to probably get one chance, and then to get the chance and score it like we did, it was a great finish. That's just reward for staying in the game. But we know we didn't play very well, so it's a point gained without a shadow of a doubt. But I go back to I've sat here and we've lost 2 points and drawn, so sometimes it's not pretty. And like I say, we go into Saturday's game knowing we need to play better to get the points.